Before we get started, we just want to make sure you have all the tools you need. We're going to need 3 Allen wrenches. We'll need a 2 mil, 3 mil, 8 mil, some sort of pliers, and a Phillips head screwdriver, and a container to hold anything that is loose. And then what we're going to do is we're going to close off the hopper first, grind out any beans that we have left inside there. Then we're going to shut off the machine and unplug it. Then we're going to take the Phillips head screwdriver, go back here, loosen up the hopper, take the hopper off with all the beans with it closed, set it aside in a safe spot. Then, using the 8 mil Allen key, or if you have the wings, you're going to go ahead and switch them over to the unlock position on both sides. That will allow us to go ahead and pull the burr carrier and everything out. So we're going to take that over here. Be mindful of this flapper. And this is where we're going to take the 2 mil Allen key and going to look for the little bolt right there. You want to make sure it's loose. And we're going to go in and take that bolt out. You're going to have that. I'm going to lift this up. I'm going to put that off to the side. There's also 2 spring washers that we're going to want to make sure that we keep. You might have only one, but we'll put those off to the side. And then we're going to take our 3 millimeter Allen key and we're going to take all these off. Okay. You're also going to want to make a little bit of a mark where that is, kind of like in your mind, so you know where to put it. And you're going to lift up. You're going to make sure that you have this kind of aligned with everything else. If it comes off of the top, that's okay. Sometimes that happens. If it does, it's super easy to put back. You just need to make sure that that is aligned with that when you put it back in. So then this should either be loose or attached, and you just can see where you left your little mark. Replace this with the other one. So take that off, put the new one on. And so that will give you an idea of when to put this back together. You just line up that with that. And line up the holes where it came out. I'm going to put those back in. Making sure you have the washers. Take your 3 mil. Screw them all back into place on the way. This time I am. If you're having a hard time threading them in, just make sure that they're in the right spot and that the holes are aligned. Just double checking that that's on the rail and that it's right where your mark is. And if that's true, we're just go ahead and take the 2 spring washers, or 1 spring washer depending on your model, and put those back in. Take the knob and you're going to line up the hole right there. And then you'll take the set screw with your 2mm wrench Allen key, and you'll start screwing it in. Until it sits flush. Don't need to go over tighten on this. And then using only 2 fingers, you're going to make sure it screws in and out. I'm going to go ahead and take this, making sure that the silicone flapper is aligned with the notch for it. And you set it down in. It should slide right in place. Then you're going to take your 8mm Allen key, or if you have the wing nuts, you can just use those. And you just go ahead and lock the top into place on both sides. Once that's locked into place, you can go ahead and test to make sure that it can slide one direction or another. And then using 1 or 2 fingers, just tighten it up. Put your hopper back on. Take your screwdriver, tighten your hopper back up, open your hopper, plug the grinder back in, and go ahead and start grinding. Thank you.